Hello? Hello? Okay, hey. So, we're a little bit into the stream. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of a tech problem. Hold on, let me stop my sound thing. Hey, there you go. So, we had a little bit of a technology problem. I'll just recap what happened at the beginning of the stream. So, if you missed the whole beginning, or if if you watch this later and wonder why it's in 2 parts, I might not, I might just get rid of the first part if I see it. But basically, because it's kind of redundant anyways now, because it's it brought us back here. So we had a little bit of a tech problem. I think that the game doesn't like streaming so much for some reason. It's not a fan, I think, of how of the process. So we do know a little bit about what's around in these rooms, so we're a little bit safer than we'd normally be. I'm pretty sure there was really nothing in any of these. Oh, beyond some items. Now, I happened when I was trying to toggle combat at some point, so I don't know. We will see. Let's run back. I'm trying to think if there's anything I should note in particular. We did have some funny acting phage zombies. Used a little bit of hide and seek to try to prevent us from kind of luring them in, but I'm going to try to see if that's a one-time. That's kind of a one-time deal.
No problem.
There you go. There you go. This is also a reason why you want to make use of a door to kind of block your entryway, because it's just really good for preventing them from getting past to hit your range people right here. Are we even close enough to shoot any of these? Yeah, we are. We want to crouch first. We're going to have him shoot twice, kind of. Oh, wow, we actually got a good hit, even with a pretty low chance to hit. Alright, we want to shoot hold E and aim at the back. Can't really get more of a... Oh, darn, we should have used 2 3-shots. Okay, never mind then. Okay. We could have done 2 3-shots, but we can only do 1 of the 5. Okay, they're coming closer. Okay, they're being less tricky this time. Oh, we'll just kind of move up a little bit. Aim them in the wrong way. Oh, over here. Come on. Okay, he doesn't want to... Do you want to turn around? Okay, there we go. Your main purpose is defense, so we won't. So also, just to let you know that one of the reasons why for this stream I chose a character to use actually a shotgun is just because I heard there was burst shotguns at some point. I feel like that'd be really fun to use at one point. Oh, we stunned. That's also another thing I heard. So normally I use the rifles. I kind of use my main character as a sniper and use multiple people with rifles and focus on having blockers and long range people. So if they got past the blockers, I'd have some time to work with. So I'd have like a line of 3 and 1 person blocking a door, things like that. But I wanted to show off more of the range of weapons in stream, and I think that it might end up also making our tactics a little bit more varied and possibly even learn a thing or two throughout the game. Okay, let's go ahead and postpone our turn. And go ahead and fire at them, which we can easily do now with the burst shot and the other shot. I think 67 is going to be the highest chance we can get there. Now, how much higher for the single shot? Oop. There you go. Whoa, that's not normal. He just ran right through us. I guess because he didn't leave the radius? That's the first time I've had someone literally just run through the blocker. That's bizarre. I don't know if this was a recent update or something. It's like better melee or something. I don't know. That really doesn't. I mean, it's not something that's typically supposed to happen. But the good thing is he just ran into 2 short range people, so there we go. I don't know why it seems like today I'm running into all the bugs. Like literally, like every time I played on my own, never had any bug problems. Day I decided well, the second time I decided to stream it. Last time we got stopped because for a storm, but there's a pretty bad storm today. But I'm kind of trying to go with it, and just in case. So I don't know if that might be affecting anything in and of itself. We got a new log entry, but I'll read it in a second. That's weird. Uneven, like how the formations work. Typically, whoever you have selected sits at the front of the formation whenever you stop. So it's kind of, I don't know. Some seems a little. There we go. Oh, we got a living guy here. Go meet Roger Crayson. A man standing near the doorway. He looks unkempt and a bit surprised. Who the hell are you? Where did you come from? And where did you get get the weapons? I heard you take out David and Sarah. Thank you. An emergency response team. Confusion and surprise are replaced with hope. The man's posture seems a bit more relaxed. His sudden realization that he's been rescued settles in. Unbelievable. He fully equipped and armed to the teeth. It seems you could be useful. Useful? Useful in the sense that you took out those shamblers, once my friends. Gods, what's next? 1 second that we're sitting there having a peaceful game of cards, and the next, well, 2 of my colleagues dead, sort of. I wonder what other secrets the senior crew are hiding. Yes, David and Sarah, not much left of either now, thanks to you. I should thank you, though it seems odd considering that they were my friends. Oh yeah, I guess that does seem a little odd. Well, I mean, they were zombie monster kind of things. So I've been locked in here for days, listening to them shuffle around, mumbling nonsense. I'm not right. Don't hurt them. On and on. I tried accessing the terminal to see if I could communicate with the rest of the crew. No luck. The systems are down behind some very heavy security. I'm lucky David kept a stash of water and snacks in his room for weekly card games, or I'd be a goner. Though I must say that I'm a bit tired of peeing in a bottle. So thank you. What now? You know, if anyone else is alive. No, I did hear some banging down the hall 2 days ago, but that was likely my shambler buddies. If anyone's alive, they're pretty bad. They're in pretty bad shape at this point. Anything you can tell me about the situation? Okay, shoot. The labs are locked. Do you know how to get it? Right. Well, I might be able to bypass the wiring, but considering how well things are locked down, I can't guarantee that's going to work. I do have an idea, but you're going to need to do the legwork. I'm staying here until all this is resolved. What's your plan? Roger Crayson smiles and shifts his position slightly. Before all this, I was pretty good at hacking security systems. I'm a mechanical engineer by trade, and a hobbyist hacker by night. In my nightstand in my room, you'll find a hacking tool. This device will let you hacking tool named a hacking tool. Kind of inconspicuous. This device would let you hack your most doors, locked crates, things like that. Doesn't work on computers. For that, I need an injector. I had one, but I broke it a few shifts ago. Couldn't find a way to fix it. Okay, got it. A hacking tool in your room. Yes, and bring it back to me. I'll calibrate it for you. With a little skill, you should be able to bypass the security panel and gain access. Hurry back, I'm getting hungry, and Emma's corpse smells terrible. My room is next door. Code is 3782. Okay. Now, codes are kind of neat in this little game. Hacking codes, things like that. So let's go ahead over here. This is the room. 3782. Hold on, I'm gonna try to check something real quick. Okay, there we go. Go ahead, run in. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and get the stuff from his thing over here. And also the dresser. So, I'll give you a quick rundown on hacking. He'll probably, well, I'll let him see if he sees he'll say anything, but if he doesn't explain it fully, then I'll just explain what it is. Roger grins, snatching the hacking tool from your hands. All right, you found it. Yes, that's where it's right where he said it would be. Okay, let's calibrate it. This will only take a moment. There you go, all set. You should be able to access labs using the tool. It's calibrated to bypass some door security. However, it's going to leave a log entry with your data in it. I assume that won't be a problem. That should be fine, thank you. Oh, I did not know that it leaves a log entry. Great. Be sure to drop by when this is all resolved. David left behind a nice bottle of brewski here. I'd like to toast to him. And when this is done, meanwhile, I'm going to stay in his room. Meanwhile, I'm going to stay in his room and watch a few cinemas, I guess. Alright, it's going to give it like a little tool. Basically, hacking is a skill much like first aid. Since we already have someone who's kind of decent at hacking, we're going to have that. We are not wanting our main character to have hacking because we want all of his skill to be toward. Now, I'm going to, just in case you missed earlier things, I'm going to really briefly explain the level system. Basically, it may seem like you want to level up really fast, right? Intelligence could get you to level up really fast. Enemies level, okay, there's static difficulty enemies, right? That are only static as while you're underneath them. If you level past them, they will level to you, right? So it's really, I highly recommend not being higher level than you really need to be. You can totally do it. There's no problem with you doing it, and you could probably get really powerful if you level up faster than your area can keep up with, right? But it's to me not the best way because you're really relying on your skills to be meaningfully increased. And also one other thing is if your general XP it does not reach, because you have general XP and skill XP. I wonder if any of the characters have gained. Oh, here we go. Perfect. So this orange is skill XP. They leveled up SMGs, right? So that's gone up. Their general XP's gone up, right? Just from doing damage. If the skill hits 5, but the general XP is like here or something like that, they're not going to level up until that general XP reaches, and all your skills will not level up. Any skill that's based that would increase that bar. Flight skills or ship skills still increase like normal, but they wouldn't affect that. Hacking and first aid are pretty much the main other ones. I don't remember quite with these three here. I have a feeling they increase it, but I don't think they stop. I don't know. Those particular three, I haven't messed around too much with, but just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're making your characters. Intelligence is great, but until Cyanix comes out, you gotta just be careful that you're not entirely relying on that, unless you want to have some kind of initiative skill, but don't care too much for dexterity for some reason. Personally, I try to avoid what I would consider something called. I think someone else may have coined the term as well, but at least amongst what we call it myself, I've coined the phrase an initiative trap, of basically trying to race the enemy with having as much initiative as possible, that you make a character who's got more initiative than anyone could possibly have, but then can do a whole bunch of nothing. Kind of like if you make a character full out skill growth, can grow the highest skills in the game, but because all the enemies are going to be somewhat close to you, it's going to be, you may end up limiting how much you can really do. So keep in mind, be careful about, don't get too greedy with skill growth. Oh, I forgot to, okay, nothing in there. I didn't get, nothing bad ended up coming from that. Oh, another one from Marty Devereaux. Okay, so we're going to read real quick some of these little information tabs that we've gotten so far. So let's first read Emma Hofstede's My Poor Plant. So I read this in the previous part, but if you missed it, I'm going to read it for you again. So this is the third time I've woken up to one of my to find one of my plants have died. I feel like there should be a have there. To one of my plants died. How could Ginny do this? All they need is light, water, and some fertilizer. I think she's just trying to hurt me. And this is my favorite plant, seeds taken from my own garden. I expect them to die out during the long intermediary cryo suspensions, but not during our regular shifts. Alright, next thing. Marty Devereaux. Okay, so I guess we didn't read the first part. Or we read that last in the time it cut out. But either way. So Kelly is really freaking me out. This morning I entered the lab. Yeah, we did read that. Kelly's really freaking me out. This morning I entered the lab. Kelly was standing over the incinerator. She had this look on her face like someone just died. Really strange. When I greeted her, she just gave me this weird smile and said everything was going to be okay. I'm not sure what the problem is, but I'm going to report this to Dr. Jensen. Then we have another journal entry. It's amazing this ship has held together for so long. 7,000 years. We knew that when we set out, other than catastrophic failure, the exterior hull would last forever and in space without oxidation. Not to say the ship is in great shape. After all, these things are welded together in a hurry. These things were welded together in a hurry, with whatever materials we could push into a stable orbit. They tried to make it nice, paintings, furniture, vending machines. That's the truth. It's a box and a rickety one at that. Okay. Thanks for your input, you two. Check something real quick. Making sure everything's still working all right with the stream, because I know crashed at one time. I'm still wondering if that's the crash is related to what caused the stream. Oh, okay. So we probably should have stuck with our tactic. Oh, it happened again? The same place. Well, not quite the same place. But with the same thing, combat mode. You know, I'm gonna let it load, bro. I'll talk a little bit. See if it just loads past it. It won't let me use any of the keys. This is kind of a new bug. I've literally never had it like freeze up like this before. And twice in the same episode. Like last episode we had nothing. Nothing go wrong bug-wise. I want to say that maybe something they did recently. A little bit of time to load. Just in case. Just in the hopes that it loads. Pressing that all I can. Whoop. That do anything? Nope. That's really disappointing. I'm gonna have to see what's going on with that. And why it seems that suddenly it doesn't want any combat to happen. We don't have a whole lot of time left in the stream. That's the unfortunate part. But I'll use this time to give you a little bit of a rundown on the weapons real quick. I mean, basically, melee weapons are pretty much ideal for this situation. It's kind of funny. It's kind of even spooky. You see like the little blood stains, but we'll never be able to see what it is. It's weird. I don't know why I'm having so much bugs today. Specifically with combat. That combat mode. Well, hopefully, I guess this is a little bit of a lore one. I guess next time if we go through, we'll just kind of skip through some of the lore. We'll try to kind of go through as quickly as possible to get back to the point where we're at, if it didn't save. I really don't know why it's having so many bugs. It's really weird. I have a feeling that there's some kind of update, and the update really doesn't like it really doesn't like me. Or something along those lines. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I'm going to cut it a little bit early because clearly the game is not wanting to cooperate. But we'll be back tomorrow. I may have already mentioned it earlier. Yesterday we didn't end up having it because of a pretty bad storm. There was a pretty bad storm just a moment ago that stopped. So I think we'll be okay. So I think we didn't end up having any trouble today with it. But hopefully the weather is really good tomorrow and we won't have so many bugs. I might even just try to put something into discussions, see what happens, see if someone else is having similar trouble. But thanks for watching. You guys have a good one. My general idea is maybe not with this original crew, but like because I do know we get out to get mercenaries later on in the game, so I might try to give you guys a chance to name some mercenaries. So we'll leave the original crew as they are though. Well, good. You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching, and hopefully next time they've either worked all the bugs out or we know how to avoid them a little bit better. This is kind of wacky. So see you guys later. Bye.